Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ocorus, and this is War Number 4, Season 38 from my alternate account. And this time it's gonna be Nick Fury, Nimrod, and Void as usually. So we're gonna take part number 5, and the first fight is Thing, Max 6-star rank 4 Thing on Ebon Flow Intercept, Debuff Immunity, and yeah, that's it. So here I'm gonna use Nick Fury just so that I can save a lot of health on Void. Initially I thought like I might use Void on this one, but thank god I didn't use Void because we just got hit, and it costs a lot of potions just to heal them up. So with Nick Fury you have a safety net that you have a second life, so basically even if you are low at health you can just heal up a little bit and then you can just do the fight. So here I'm just like, the plan is just to knock him down and just do regular hits, and some of my hits like the mediums especially are the bleed inflicting hits, so that's gonna lower his rock stacks. And also slowly be careful that uh, you're not pushing him like at 15 rock stacks without a bar of power. So sometimes I just go with a few block hits just to push him to 15 rock stacks, and when he has one bar of power. So this is something which you should be careful about, and probably go with the special 3 because with the protection down so that it gives you the maximum damage. So here again, like we can see that 12 rock stacks, but whenever we hit him we reduce 3 rock stacks, I believe. So this way you can manage up a power, and over here I do like a few block hits just to push him over 15 rock stacks, and so that like he can reset all his rock stacks. And yeah, that's what the plan was, and it worked out pretty well. So after 2 hits he goes down, and we go on to our next fight, which was Hulkling on Unstoppable Heavy, Event Flow Intercept, oh sorry, Event Flow Knockdown. So here I'm again gonna use Nick Fury just because of the safety net. Initially I also thought of using Void, but uh, I thought like his debuffs are not gonna stick and it might be a long fight, and with Nick Fury you can just end the combo with light attacks, and it's gonna give you that massive bleed damage. And since I'm also running max deep wounds, it's a good thing to have. So here we're just trying to put on the bleeds, and the fight is going pretty well until at some point where I try to dash back and I get caught with a dash back. So basically I ate probably a few hits, which was not a big deal like over here. Yeah, so I tried to parry, or I guess I tried to dash back, but it didn't register. So we ate a few hits, but it's no big deal. We're still in the first life, so it's all good. So the fight is nearly over. We're just trying to bait out the special 2 right now, but he's not even planning on throwing it, but finally he throws it. And since he also has one unblockable charge, I have to be careful about that as well. So there are plenty things you have to be careful about. And here, because of the disorient, I guess we shut off that passive fury mode. So yeah, and we were doing our regular damage, so that was nice. Next up was Tigra on the same ebb and flow intercept, aggression, prowess, and debuff immunity. So initially my plan was not to knock her down and beat special ones, and naturally put all my debuffs and try to get to fear of void. And around the end, when I was about to reach fear of void, I messed up. So the plan was working, but I kind of like failed my own plan. So that was a bit sad. So here we see that we already have put two debuffs. We're trying to bait special ones. Sometimes she's quite stingy with those special ones. So we're just trying to do a few hits so that we don't push her to like 2 bars. And she sometimes she is throwing the special one, but sometimes she's just not ready to throw a special one. And since I don't want to push her to special 2, and here she does a heavy attack, and now she's slowly getting me to my corner, which I'm not liking. And that's what's gonna happen. At one point she's just not gonna throw a special, and yeah, here we get hit. She goes up to 2 bars of power, and now I just decided like, okay, probably let's try to dex the special 2, but she was not even ready to throw that special 2. So now she goes on to 3 bars of power, and here I just intercept. I'm just trying. I'm at my 5 debuffs, so I have to eat the special 3 from her. It's not going to do a lot of damage because the prowess number was not that high. I guess it was 0, so yeah, that worked out. But here I mistime my heavy attack and I lose all my 6 debuffs without getting to a Fear of Void. So this was a pretty bad situation for me. I had the plan in my head, it was working, but I messed it up in the end. But luckily she just came in, like dashed in, and we did intercept and we just finished off the fight. Next was Terrax on Hazard Shift, Incinerate and Shock, Aggression Prowess, Insult Injury. So yeah, I'm gonna use Void. The plan is just to hit during the Incinerate phase and probably back off so that his rock field expires, and then just hit him again until until our incinerate phase expires. And now we see that we are in the shock phase, so we become very defensive. We're not trying to hit him during the shock phase, and also we're not trying to push him to a bar of power, because if he throws that special he's gonna be more aggressive. So basically we're gonna take a lot of damage. So we're just trying to play it safe, just paid special ones. And now since my incinerate phase has ended, I'm gonna bait this special one and just probably do a few hits and try to bait him out, like so he does a few heavy attacks. And here I just want like his rock field to expire, so he's not gonna give me a damage over time, or the red damage because of the rock field. So that's what I'm doing, I'm trying to do. And since we also have the armor breaks on us, so we're not able to parry because of insult injury. So there are a lot of things you have to keep in mind, like while you're doing this fight. So here I do a 5-hit combo, push him a little further towards his corner, but we get hit. And here I'm trying to bait out, or let the rock field expire, but we managed to do a 5-hit combo over there. So I'm just gonna do a few block hits, or I push him towards his corner or towards the center of the fight. So now the shock phase has ended. Now we can be more aggressive, use our special ones. And now I just want him to throw that special one. And since like you can easily dex the special ones, having a high number of prowess, it's not a big thing. So here we get caught with a dash back, and since the shock phase is just about to end, I just decided to throw a special 2. We're still healthy in the fight, but we could have done it a little more better, but it's okay. As I say, a solo is a solo, so it doesn't matter at how much percentage of health you finish. It just matters like you finish the fight in one attempt. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna finish the fight in the shock phase. I'm not gonna care about the shock damage on me, and I'm also not using the Odin Stormbreaker pre-fight, so it was a little expensive for me on the potions part, but it's fine. Next up was Ebony Maw on Scarfed Stiff, Bubble Shield, Power Focus 2. So initially here my plan was to let him throw a special one twice, so that I eat that degen, and after that I don't have to worry about that degen anymore. But then I thought like, okay, I'm good at dexing the special 2, so why not just push him to a special 2 and just avoid the degen damage forever from the special 1. So here we got the approaching falter, but we did heavy on time, so we were all cool about that. We also have the fury on us, so, and since it expired and now we have the rooted node, like we're just rooted over here, so we have to play it safe. I saw that I also had the falter after the root ended, so I just waited a little bit, and I saw that he was at like 10 of those bubble shield charges, and the next one was unblockable. I thought like maybe the small dash in attack which he did was unblockable, so I thought like the next one won't be unblockable, but that was the attack which was unblockable, and we hit like a single hit from him. But the fight went pretty well, and the debuffs did the trick, and they goes down every more. Next up was Killmonger on Power Snack, and stung once through hit, something like that, where whenever they gain 1 bar of power you get a power sting. So I used Nimrod on this fight. I was not planning to use Nimrod for this fight. I thought probably I should just nuke this fight with Nick Fury, but Nimrod has a very good mechanic where he puts the cowardice and also the power drain, which kind of helps in this fight, because whenever Killmonger gains a debuff, he has increased power gain. So what you have to be careful about is just to get to a special 2, and once you have less amount of power stings on you, you can just go for a special 2, and that's the main source of damage for this fight. So here I waited for the power sting to end and I used the special 2. It did a good amount of damage, so we just probably need 1 or 2 more special 2s. And whenever I'm gaining armor or whenever I'm dexing, that power drain, it's helping me out so that he never reaches 3 powers of power. So the plan is working well. So here we have 1 power sting. Now the power drain comes into play, and now we can just be more aggressive, and we can throw our specials, and we know that he's not gonna go past a lot of power even if power snack triggers. So plan is working fine, and we're also keeping in mind not to hit that much in reverberation, or at least hit him during reverberation whenever he has low amount of power. So yeah, the fight went well. Next up is Wasp on Sadist and Ebb and Flow Intercept. So here I decided to use Nick Fury, and the plan is to bait a heavy attack first and then probably go for an intercept. So we bait the heavy attack, we try to do an intercept, and here we get hit. And she kind of like did the Ebb and Flow intercept on us, but we still in the first life, so it's not a big deal. And here we did the intercept. And now we're just gonna bait the special 1 and probably intercept her again, get the fury back again, and she just didn't want to play the way we want her to play. So here we go in again, try for an intercept again. She played through the intercept and 1 HP 1, and probably I guess in one of few hits, one or yeah, in like a 4-hit combo, like she was down. Not a difficult fight, but obviously it can go wrong because it's Wasp. She's a glass cannon, so she hits pretty hard even if it's a rank 2 or a rank 3 Wasp. Even though the health pool is low, the damage is too much. So next up was Kitty. It's a straightforward fight with Nimrod. Just intercept in the blitz mode, just remove the prowesses, and use a special 2 in the orange mode. That's what I call it. So yeah, we just did an intercept in the orange mode. We go for a special 2, and since it was my last Nimrod fight, yeah, we finished all our Nimrod fights with good amount of health. So I didn't care about like losing a lot of health on Nimrod, so it's all good. So next up was Rintra on the same ebb and flow intercept, crumbling armor, and the node where whenever they dash in they remove all debuffs. So the main source of damage for Void is his debuffs, but there's another way in which you can play this fight is just intercept regularly and just try to nuke him down this way with regular hits. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna fast forward this, and I'm also making sure like whenever he is at like 3 or 4 of his charges, so I'm always trying to knock him down either with a special or doing a heavy attack by either countering his special one with a heavy or his heavy with a heavy. So the fight is going pretty well. We're not getting hit, or we're not losing too much on time. Like according to time, the fight is going pretty well. Since it was a rank 4 intro, it's gonna take a little bit of time. So, and he's also playing through our intercepts, which is the thing which I wanted, because a lot of times like I've tried to intercept him and he's just not ready to dash in, and that's a problematic thing sometimes. So this it's probably the last special one we dex, I guess. No, we just go with a heavy attack and we just finish the fight. So next up was Bishop on power efficiency and the fault to node. I don't remember the names of the node. So here the plan was to use Void. Since he's incinerate immune, I just used the invulnerability boost just so that in case I get clipped with the special 2, it's not gonna harm me that much. So here I just have to be careful of 2 things, which is whenever his buff is about to expire or expires, I need to do a heavy attack just so that I can put a falter on him. But the thing is, if he has a falter and also the vigilance buff, it kind of gets nullified and he won't miss anything. So you have to be careful about that. Sometimes he has the falter and no vigilance, so that's when you can also just stay ideal and you can get your opening. And most of the time, like over here, he gets the vigilance and also the falter, so I have to dex the special. I cannot just stay idle over there and just take the special. So we just have to be careful about these kind of things. And here I just do a heavy intercept, and here we see like he missed the first hit, so that was all cool. We didn't take any block hit from there. So the fight is going pretty well, and he throws another special one. And since Void is also incinerate immune, you don't have to worry about like staying away from him during his SP1 phase. So the fight went pretty well, and we got lucky with a lot of crit RNG in the end. So the fight was nice. Next up was Quicksilver on Conflictor and Combat Deja Vu Prowess and Prowess Puncture, I guess. So I'm gonna use Nick Fury for this fight. We dex the special one somehow. I was not that much confident with the SP1 dex, and since he's an Avenger, Nick Fury starts with 12 charges, so basically he cannot evade Nick Fury above, I guess, 5 charges. So we're at 7 right now. We're just trying to find an opening. We just want him to throw that special 2, and here he just like dashes back and just parries us, which was weird for me. So I'm just gonna throw a special 1 so I can remove the whiplashes, and so that I don't take any whiplash damage. And here I just thought like maybe I should just push him to a special 3 and just do the damage as much as damage as I can, since we are unblockable also. So he's also playing through our parry, which was nice. And over here he just decided to throw a special 3, which was something which I expected. So he's up 37%, and it was a rank for Quicksilver, so based on that, we're doing pretty good right now. So we get into the real life phase, but he has terminal velocity, so he's probably gonna evade a lot of our hits. And here I just did a special 2 on the block, I don't know why. And here I tried to do a heavy attack on the block. He decks the first part of it, but and again he evaded, so I'm just trying to wait for that terminal velocity to end. And here probably I'm gonna throw a special 1 just so that he doesn't evade anymore. So that's what we do. And probably I'm just waiting for one more opening, and we just do a 3-8 combo and finish the fight. And that's it for me for this war. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.